Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode of Friday Night Explore, we're going to explore the new card to Pioneer, from Pioneer Master, Neoform. So this card allows us to sacrifice a creature and basically birthing pod that creature with a +1/+1 counter, no less. And the idea is that we're going to sacrifice these 6 CMC creatures to get out a 7 CMC Atraxa. Now, the 6 CMC creatures that we're going to sacrifice are also from the Foundation, Tasigur and Hooting Mandrill. Both are Delve, so instead of paying 6 mana for either of them, we're going to pay 1 by, just exiling 5 cards from our graveyard. So ideally, this would be a 1 mana Tasigur or Hooting Mandrill and then 2 mana Neoform. A 3 mana Atraxa. That is enticing. So how are we going to get there? So we have a lot of things to do that by tossing things into our graveyard, like Otherworldly Gaze and Founding of the Third Path, as well as Wail of the Forgotten. These cards toss things into our graveyard. We just need 5 things to get Tasigur or Hooting Mandrill to cost 1. We don't have to always pay 1. If you have, let's say, 4 things in the graveyard, you can pay 2 for Tasigur, let's say on turn 3, and on turn 4, Neoform that into an Atraxa as well. But it's a little bit trickier because your opponent might have removal during that turn 3 to turn 4 transition. So be a little bit careful about that, and that is the idea. Now, in the meantime, of course, we need to stay alive. So we got Fatal Push to kill our opponent's creatures, Thoughtseize to make sure that our opponent doesn't interact with our combos too easily while we disrupt their combo, Stubborn Denial to counter non-creature spells that may be relevant in the early game. Stubborn Denial also backs up as an Atraxa protection into the late game when we Neoform an Atraxa. Let's say that turn 4, we got 4 mana, we might be able to do 1 mana Hooting Mandrill or Tasigur, 2 mana Neoform into an Atraxa, and then have an extra mana open to hold up Stubborn Denial for whatever they play, and Atraxa can even help us find that last mana and the Stubborn Denial in our deck. So yeah, that's what the 1-drops are. So we got 4 Otherworldly Gaze, 4 Fatal Push, 4 Thoughtseize for a lot of disruption and cards tossed in the graveyard, and then we have 3 Stubborn Denial just for counter spells. And then we have, on turn 2, 4 Founding. You definitely want to have 4 Foundings in this deck. 3 Wail of the Forgotten and 4 Neoform. Of course, the combo is Neoform, so there's 4 that in the deck. Wail of the Forgotten is a little bit trickier because it is Descent 8. We don't have that many permanents. A lot of these are, instant and sorcery spells in the early game. So, Wail in the early game is just to look at the top 3, put 1 into our hand and 2 into the graveyard. Does fill up the graveyard a little bit. Or maybe it's just bounce a permanent if we need to do that to not die. And then later on, when we have all those Atraxa synergies already, and we have tossed a bunch of things in the graveyard, Wail might be able to get the Descent 8 in those scenarios. Alright, and then we have 2 Zombify in case, hey, somehow we might be able to mill an Atraxa with Otherworldly Gaze or with a Founding. We can always Zombify and bring her back. So that's also a way to keep Atraxa going. So Zombify's in the deck. And then, of course, we got the combo, 4 Tasigur, 4 Hooting Mandrills, and then 3 Atraxa. Now, I thought about putting 4 Atraxa. I'm a little bit afraid of getting those stuck in my hand, and I didn't really know what to cut for that last Atraxa, so that right now there's 3. And then the land base. The land base is a little bit trickier because you do see 3 color base, right? This is a Sultai deck. So we're going to have 1 island, 1 Boseiju, 1 forest, and then 4 Darkslick Shores, 1 Undercity Sewer, and 2 Watery Grave, 2 Blooming Marsh, 2 Underground Tomb, and 4 Botanical Sanctum with 1 Hedge Maze. So 4 green-black, 5 green-blue, and then 7 blue-black, along with the 2 Mana Confluence. Mana Confluence is great in this deck because it's 1 mana of any color. It's kind of a City of Brass, right? But we have to ping ourselves for 1. That normally hurts a lot, especially against a few aggressive decks out there. But Atraxa takes that entirely out of the equation because she is 7/7 lifelink. So, we're not going to miss that 1 life where we're gaining 7 a turn. And that's the whole idea of this deck. Now, we don't have that many lands. There are only 21 lands in the deck because we really only need to get up to 3 for this combo. So, yeah, that's why there's only 21 lands in this deck, and it should work just fine. So, that is... Come on, put them all together. These are dual color lands. That's all really all I want to talk about in the deck. Now let's go into the games. Alright, our opponent is Hi-Ho 90. Alright, Hi-Ho goes first. Now we do have Neoform eventually. Yeah. We try to get this to work. Then the Bugbear, huh? Do we just start off with the Thoughtseize? I think so. What are you playing there? Mono red, huh? 2 mana, so he wants to use a robber to stop that from happening. I had to stop right there. You saw it. I put a stop right there. Annex. Let's throw 3 cards into the graveyard. How many cards will be in the graveyard now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a 5, right? So I could Tassiger. Can he kill my Tassiger? I don't really want it to just die out of nowhere. This, on the other hand, will make it... You know what? Fine. Should we just Botanical Sanctum here? No. Tassiger's a 4-5, right? It's still better to get a 4-5 on board. I got 6 cards in the graveyard. I think I'm just gonna delve into a Atraxa next turn. That way he can't really get rid of it. Oh yeah. 5 damage hurts. Actually, that's more than 5 damage. Alright, so... Gotta be careful with how this is cast. 1, 2, 4... Actually, I want that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What? Atraxa, I believe. Alright, what can I get? A Stubborn Denial. Another Neoform. I do need a land. You know, untapped land. Mana Confluence is untapped. Founding's pretty good. You know, get another Tassiger. Now to discard, you will need to discard down to 7. Well, does not tell me how many. 2. Now you only need to discard 1, right? Alright, I do have a Stubborn Denial. So I can counter any non-creature spells. Because Atraxa is on board. And Berkeley. I counter it. I gain the 8 life, so I'm up to 12 now. I have 5 cards in the graveyard. I can definitely Neoform again. But the Neoform will be a second Atraxa. GG anyways. Did not burst me out enough and I got there. Cool. Alright, our opponent is... Chip Pay. I'm gonna say he's a cheap pie. Don't go for the cheap pies, man. Go for the good pies. Costs about the same. We go first. There's like 4 black spells. I have 5 black spells, so I guess we'll Undersea Sewering first. Ulamog Face. Alright, our opponent definitely spends the big bucks. Founding. Founding is a good card. Did I say hi? I did say hi. Alright. Not Thought Seizing me, but Billows Skull Welder. Chapter 1. We will get the push. Skrelv's Hive, so it's toxic. Our opponent's very toxic. Mill 4. Not great mills. And also no land, so there is that. What deck you playing? It's just toxic with Finna. Alright, what do we do? Do we get rid of the fin? Do we get rid of Necrogen? Neoform, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I kind of want those in. Okay, what can I do here? Just let it go? I Tassiger. And then I have a creature on board. I take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 toxic. Or I can kill the fin and take an extra turn off. Do I have to? I can't summon 0. Right? Exile target. Insert sorcery copy and I may cast the copy. So I can't even get 0 on it. So we'll get rid of the fin. If I draw a black mana, I can Atraxa this turn. Very big if. Very big if. Ooh. Okay. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't need the lands, I guess. 5. Black mana for the Tassiger. Golden Fang. Atraxa. Give me some cards. Don't want another Atraxa. I want a Fatal Push. I will also like another Tassiger. Well, okay, Neoform's good, right? Whale is also good, but I don't have enough to whale. Or do I? Overgrown Tomb. I have a lot of life, so I guess I could just take an Overgrown Tomb here. No sense in double Neoforming. Huh. That was not what I expected. This is Vigilance, right? So I take 3. Yeah, that's fine. Take 3. Go to 5, he gets lifelink. Okay, so we're gonna... We're Thought Seizing him too, right? Let's Thought Seize him. Do I have enough black mana? First we'll pay the 2 out. Now I have enough black mana. So we Thought Seize him, this is a sorcery. Fling the sorcery first. Does he want to play it? Wild Shape. What? Until a target creature you control has the base power and toughness, becomes creature type and gains that ability. A 1/5 with reach. Alright, well I'm gonna kill your Skrelf. Yeah, then he targets the fin with his Skrelf. Now kill your fin. There you go. All gone. Now there's no more threats. I can attack for 8. And we monkey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he's at 0? No, maybe he's just quit. I did not see how much life he has, but he's dead now. Right, our opponent is the Vicious. Okay, old lady. How vicious are you? Well, the Vicious Brawl. Do have 2 foundings. I think that's good enough. Red. Guess we're letting the commencement begin, you late. 3 foundings? Alright. We are just gonna toss everything into the graveyard. Please play a non-creature spell instead of a creature. I'll tap him out. It did tap him out, but I don't know if that's good enough. Gotta exile an instant or sorcery. You may, right? It's not. It doesn't say you may. You have to do it. If I didn't have to do it, I think I might get there. Because I did have to do it. Decline. There is 5 in the graveyard, so I might be able to get there. Funny as it may be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 cards. Pay for a black. Then we Neoform. Our Tassiger. Traxie. That's our last Traxie? That was our last Traxie. Push. I mean, I don't know if I have enough mana for this anyways. Zombify is pretty useful here. We get a Tassiger. Yeah, we have an 8/8, but if you can deal 4 damage, I just die anyways. Play with fire. We have double play with fire. Right to the top. Just throw the other play with fire. Nope, that's not play with fire. GG. I want to gain that life, and you're out of here. Ha! The Vicious. Looks like I was more vicious. Alright, our opponent is Ravanos. Ravanos. Opponent goes first. So far, it's just been red party. Yep, red party. I would like that land, but I need to get the as many things in the graveyard as possible early on. Otherwise, I'm not really going to get anywhere with this deck. He is going to get the prowess triggers and kill me rather quickly. Play with fire. Yep, I'm going to take 6 this turn. So I guess next turn we're founding into a whale. Founding into a whale. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm doing. Return this. I think I get to Atraxa the turn after. So Scar Mage again. Swiss Sphere? Alright, he's not bursting me out this turn. Since I'm at 12. Being at 12 is very good here. And I have to pay for this. One, two, three, 4, 4, 5. like this. Neoform, the Mandrills. Let's get our Atraxa out. Atraxa's gonna get us a Fatal Push. Another Founding's pretty good. Darkslick Shores, nah. Let's get the Confluence, probably. And a Whale. Now we have an 8/8 lifelink. I know I'm at 10, but he's got 2 lands, and I have an 8/8 lifelink. He does have creatures on board, but he can't get through. G to the G. Get out. Alright, our opponent is AlessandroL. He's got an L at the end. Opponent goes first again. Why am I not surprised? I mean, at least we got a push this time. So, maybe I get to push it. Blackcliff Cleaves. Another Rakdos deck with the mouse. Or Fear. Okay, not the mouse. Let's limit this card first. Chapter 2. I guess we can have Whale if he doesn't play a thing. He does play a Fear. Still has a land, okay. Thoughtseize, huh? I don't want to get double combated, so I guess we'll have to push. How many cards in my graveyard? 5. So I have to decline, right? I don't have to decline. Because the Hooting Mandrills, the Founding is also a card in the graveyard. So, there. 3 4/4s. Or 1 4/4. We got a Thoughtseize. I can look at his hand, and 2 Fatal Push that might be able to do something. An Overlord. Is he gonna play with the Fear? He does play the Fear. Alright, can I draw a land, please? I might just not. Just don't draw a land. I don't think he's gonna block, right? He's gonna double combat me. That's scary, but have to Thoughtseize him here in case he has the guy. He does have the guy. A little greasy fang, are you? The fangs are too greasy for me. Alright, we're taking 4. Finally, we get a land. How many is in the graveyard? 1, 2. Push this. That's 3. And we'll end turn. Atraxa. Nope, not good enough. I can cast this. He does have an Overlord. I can't kill the Overlord, right? It's a 5 CMC. I don't have anything. You can take my Thoughtseize. You can take the Atraxa too. I'll never cast Atraxa in this deck. Yeah, takes the Thoughtseize. Don't know how I'm gonna get to. Oh my god. Was not expecting just to draw the nuts. But here it is. GG! Haha! We draw it. The Neoform. The game-winning card. Alright, our opponent is Northern Vanguard. He's from the north. We get to go first? What? I'll take it. Hi. Did you know that I get to go first? It never happens. Let me look at what you're playing. Oh, some sort of a black deck. With an Unholy Annex, a Thoughtseize that's going to hit me. Okay, what do I take out? The Annex is not as scary as the Fable, I think. He's going to Thoughtseize me. What can he Thoughtseize here, though? I don't really have that good of a hand. Maybe he takes the Whale. If he doesn't take the Whale, I'm going to Whale. Maybe he takes the Stubborn Denial. It's a pretty good card. That's the last card I thought he was going to take. In all honesty here, I think I just Whale, right? Put one of them in my hand, put the rest in the graveyard. There's a combo. All I need to do is draw a not useless card. Oh, come on! Ugh. Alright. That did not do what I wanted to do. Okay, that also was not what I expected. Don't think I Neoform here. Or Neoform. I don't think I Whale here, because I'm going to Boseiju his Annex. Does ramp him, but ramping him for one is way better than having him draw like infinite number of cards. Put it on the battlefield, tap, right? Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Alright, whatever. There is no way for me to do this before he draw cards and still not give him a second main phase. So he's going to get it on the second main phase. 2 Neoforms. Not what I wanted. Is he going to have a Thoughtseize? As long as he doesn't have a Thoughtseize, I'll be okay. Okay, an Annex. Second Annex is fine. Please don't Thoughtseize me, bro. Mutavault, that's fine too. Yeah, you do the attack. You do that attack. Draw your cards too. Now, why is this glowing? Oh, he cut the Orberg. Orberg. That's exactly what that card says. Orberg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5, right? Let me keep a... No, I don't need a Stubborn Denial in the graveyard. Neoform. The Tasmanian Devil. With Atraxa. Atraxa's gonna give us some more cards. Alright, let's see. Hooting Mandrills, Founding, Otherworldly Gaze. I can get another land out. Thoughtseize is pretty good. Let me get the Watery Grave on 14. Watery Grave is fine. Huh? Didn't want to play it out? Because you're going to get Thoughtseize? GG! Alright, our opponent is Urutoraman. Is this just like a bad spelling of Ultraman? I mean, we do have Otherworldly Gaze into a Zombify, so I will keep this hand. But of course, another game where our opponent goes first. Is it Phoenix time? Is it Phoenix time? Stormcarp Coast usually means it's Phoenix, right? I don't think the Lotus deck runs Stormcarp Coast. I could be wrong. Well, 2 turns of not playing anything does feel like it is a Phoenix. The Lotus Field deck, I think, wants to actively play stuff. Who knows? Maybe they don't. Yeah, counter spells? They got card draws? Okay, no, it is a Phoenix. Graveyard, graveyard. I do want that Hooting Mandrill. There's 3 cards in the graveyard. I can go up to 5. That means I can do it next turn, and if he doesn't have a counterspell. He definitely could have a counterspell, but I think he wants to play stuff. Up. Does he have enough for... No, he does not have enough for the Treasure Cruise. Maybe he plays Ledger Shredder. Maybe he plays Picklock Prankster. I'm okay with any of those. I just don't want him to have a land still. Ledger Shredder. Okay, that's game. Well, not game, but it's gonna let me do the thing. I do have to put everything into the graveyard. Good thing those are not good cards. So, they're all going to the graveyard. Pay to 2 life. Oh, also, it's important that I get a Tassigrin. Because otherwise I could not have Neoformed. Unless I played a Boseiju, which I didn't really want to do there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. You can have another card, but I'm gonna get like 7 cards. Alright, let's get a Tassigrin go again. Fatal Push. Do we Fatal Push? We do Otherworldly Gaze. Neoform's pretty useful as well. I don't think the Thoughtseize will be as useful in a deck that draws 1,000,000 cards. I think Botanical Sanctum, right? It's all the cards that we can take. And I have to toss a card into the graveyard. Oh, okay. Perfect. Didn't need that Atraxa into my hand. I'm going to play 3 spells and try to get back your Phoenix. I'm all for it. Get that Phoenix out, man. You know what to do. How does this deck fight an Atraxa? I don't remember if that deck has any way to fight an Atraxa. It might have bounce spells. It might have multiple Phoenix, but I don't think multiple Phoenix kills an Atraxa anyways. Because we fly, or we block, and we lifelink. So even with 4 Phoenix attacking, I think we still get there. Right? I hope. Sleight of hands. That is 3 attacking Phoenixes. Okay. So, I guess he just wants to... He's got 1 red mana. I don't know what his plan is. This doesn't trample. So we'll kill that first. Do a triple block. I don't think I have first strike, right? No first strike, yeah. Alright, how many is in the graveyard? 5. I do have another one. So I guess we'll do it right now. He's tapped out. Okay, so I'm gonna use this green for the hooting. For the hooting and the howling. Last Atraxa, please. She's back. We're gonna have more Hooting and Howlery. Founding is fine. Zombify. Whale. I got 1 for Whale. I don't think that's... Yeah, 1 for Whale is good. Zombify I have in my hand. So now let's get a Mana Confluence. Discard 2 cards. Don't need 2 Tassigers. Actually, the Mandrills are not as good as the Tassigers, even though they're legendary. They're 4/5s, a little bit harder to kill. They would need to axe it. You just whale one of the Phoenix and you'll have to do something, right? $33 to 38 cards. Who's gonna deck out first though? Treasure Cruise. Okay, he might deck out first now. I guess it's something. This only mills me, I can't mill him. Gotta play another spell. Firing Impulse just to get the Phoenix out. There's 4 Phoenix. I don't know actually how I killed the 4 Phoenixes. Not enough mana either. Just play a Tassiger. Is there instant sorceries? There isn't. I don't want to lose my potential of getting this costs 5, right? I had to exile 2 cards to make it cost 4. Did I just whale one of them? What can he play here? Actually, you know, I don't know what he can play. Take out the Neoform. I hope the Atraxa up. I don't know how he's gonna kill me. I definitely have lands in the deck, so you know I can just do that. Ledger Shredder. I still have Fatal Pushes. I still have a lot of it. Second Ledger Shredder. That's fine. He's not gonna get a big enough board to kill me. Oh, okay. Not sure about that. I think he's gonna deal 5 damage to the Atraxa with Lava Axe. Yep. That Neoform is useless because that was my last Atraxa, but I do have a Zombify, so maybe I just do that. It's 29. Not really gonna get there that quickly. Push. Whale. Let's get a Tassiger and a Founding anyways. I'll get another land. Take the Grave. Do I need an untapped land this turn though? I don't think so, right? We'll take the Darkslick Shores. There may be a future turn where I do need an untapped land. Gotta discard. Tassiger, discard 3 cards. Neoform. And I like my Founding, but oh no, maybe another Tassiger. I'm up to 5. I think the Shredders won't be able to kill me that easily because I have a Stubborn Denial that just counters. And I do need that untapped land. I don't know why I thought I didn't. But that's fine. He can have a pretty wide board, but he's going to mill out. That's my plan. This is mill 12 cards. If he draws down to like... also the Ledger Shredders I want on board. Because those are not may triggers. Those are must. I can also whale the Picklock Prankster, which is fine. Doesn't want a Treasure Cruise. The halls are scary. Are they? They're 6/6, right? No, they're 7/7. But the Atraxa gains 7 every with every attack, so I think I'm good. Now, do we push one of the Shredders? Don't think I need to. I have a Thoughtseize. We're founding on a Thoughtseize. Can cast any of these cards. It's Thoughtseize. Oh yeah. Connive 2 cards, please. He's got so little cards left. 25. I think I might be able to mill him. Yeah, I might be just might be able to mill him. The Ledger Shredder can't get that big. If it gets big enough, I will just kill it with a Fatal Push. Axe and Pierce. Make him toss his axe. I mean, the Tasigrin don't really do anything, so... I get to draw a card, right? Return a non-land card of an opponent's choice from your graveyard to your hand. There's the Hall. I need an extra mana, so I guess we'll just no blocks. I get to return a non-land card of my opponent's choice, no matter what. Give me anything you want. Give me a Stubborn Denial? That was the last I expected of him. Alright, we'll mill him 4 cards. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's see, I whale 2 of these. And I kill one of them, so it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That still is enough to kill Atraxa, right? I don't want that to just happen willy-nilly. Do I have Founding? No, then I can't. This also can't do it. I need to draw a land with this whale. I could Founding into a whale. At 22, there's 19 cards. It's gonna connive. Doesn't get the trigger. Gonna connive again. Still doesn't get the trigger. Can I draw land though? I could draw land. If he turns the Hall alive, I'll kill it with a push. He knows I have enough now. Let's wait till the attack. Fatal Push. Counter your Stubborn Denial. Draw 2 cards. He's down to 13 cards. Right now, 14 cards. First, I mill 4. Oh, I still got a target anyways, huh? He's got 1 card left in his hand. I don't think I want to Thought Seize it as much as the Whale. You mill 4. On a 7, not 8, damn it. Okay, so I guess we will just bounce. Return the Shredder back to his hand. A lot less damage on board. Can play another one and get the Whale on. This one is both. It's got 9 cards left. To my 18. Alright, you're gonna draw a lot of cards. It's gonna hurt you. Chapter 1. I cast a Whale, I get a return, discard, and look at the top 3. Target non-land permanent, I'll target your Shredder. Target opponent. I get a push. Pushes are nice. Eidetic Memory. Okay, I can't let that happen. Actually, no, I can't let that happen. Right? He draws too many cards. Still got 8 cards left. If he keeps playing them, though. Oh, Sleight of Hand? Really? That's gutsy. Another Eidetic Memory? Okay. It's down to 6 cards. Actually, he's down to 2 cards because I just know. Opt? Okay. You sure about that? Okay, he just kills himself. We're gonna put it on. Maybe one of the Picklock Pranksters? No, just the Arclight Phoenix. Is it all in attack? You got 4 cards left. I don't think you know. Oh, sure. Gonna let it go to my turn. Alright, it's Whale. GG. Yeah, you got milled out. So we couldn't kill the Arclight Phoenix, but it didn't matter because they couldn't kill us, and we killed them anyways. Cool. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen all of those Neoform games, how does this deck feel? Cheating, right? It feels like cheating. It is so strong and it's so fast. We get out Atraxa almost every game. Well, you know, every game that we win, we definitely get out Atraxa because that's our win con. But more importantly, it's very easy to get out Atraxa, I feel like, because of all the Otherworldly Gaze and Founding that toss things into the graveyard rather quickly and help us find our combo piece very easily. More importantly, there's so many games in the first few games that you saw, right? So many games where we just have to go second against mono red. Gee whiz, I wonder why Arena rigged it that way. But didn't matter. Even if they're mono red, even if they go first, even if they have all of those bursts, we still get our Atraxa out turn 3, turn 4, and that's all we need, right? When you get Atraxa out, you win against red. So the dream of this deck is if you get to go first, turn 1, Otherworldly Gaze. 3 cards in the graveyard. Turn 2, maybe a second Otherworldly Gaze with a Fatal Push to back up so that you get more cards in the graveyard. Turn 3, you play Tasigur or Hooting Mandrills, and then Neoform that into an Atraxa. So that is a turn 3 Atraxa. Without a doubt. And, you know, for a slightly less, but still very good intro, you could have turn 1 Otherworldly Gaze into turn 2 Founding, and then that will also turn 3 mill you 4 to allow you to have enough for Tasigur or Hooting Mandrill, and then for 1, I should say, for 1 mana, and then you can Neoform that on turn 3 as well to Atraxa. So you can kind of consistently get Atraxa out turn 3, turn 4, and that is really, you know, a lot of combo decks I like, but they're not consistent. This deck was also consistent and beautiful. Beautiful. One thing that I do want to add, and you saw that in that last game that lasted like 20 minutes because of the Izzet Phoenix, the Atraxa. Maybe we need a number 4. Or maybe it's you gotta be careful with exiling Atraxas from our graveyard. Of course, that game we had no choice because we only have 5 cards in the graveyard and we needed to exile all 5 to play our, I think it was a Tasigur to then Neoform into our last Atraxa. But maybe we need to have a 6 Atraxa or 4 Atraxa in this deck. And in order to put a 4th Atraxa, what do we cut though? That's the thing that I could not figure out, right? Maybe it's a whale. I don't really like that. Maybe it's a Stubborn Denial. Again, I don't really like that too much. And maybe it's a land. And then that's too greedy because going down to 20 lands will ensure that you get screwed very often. So that's why there's only 3 Atraxa in the deck, but it served us pretty well. And you really only need to cheat out 1 Atraxa with the Neoform against most decks and immediately win right there. That's really all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.